Hi, my name is Michael Trout, and I'm going to do a presentation here on FOUNDUPS. This is our pitch, and ultimately our goal is to change the entire system, everything from the startup to actually the types of corporations they launch. It's a massive vision, it's highly scalable, and I think you should pay attention. And here I am with my two boys, Tommy and Mikey, and I'm selfish. I'm doing it for their future, to be honest. I want them to have a future. So we're behind the open startup. You've heard of the lean startup? Well, the open startup is the startup for the 99%. And it's a startup anyone can join, all right? And they become open corps, which you can watch this presentation on. And a found up basically is an open startup that uses our framework, or it can actually be a startup or startup idea using our framework. So OIF is the Open Incubator Collaborative Framework. It's a collaborative framework, not an institutional framework. It's a completely different way of launching ideas. It's a paradigm shift to what you know, and basically addresses this pain. And it was great to hear This Week in Startups saying what I've been saying for over a year now, that only 1% succeed. And the solution is a framework. And actually, the larger outcome here is not just a higher success rate, but a better distribution of wealth. I mean, what the heck? People becoming billionaires when they launch a startup, that's just insane, okay? That's just dumb, and I want to change that. Who's our customer? Well, pretty much anyone is our customer. Unlike the startup, which the peak age is 25, our startup is anyone. And the problem is massive. You know, we are Little Red Riding Hood. That's the 99% and the 1%. Or you can think of the corporation versus, everyone else. There's no way to win this battle unless we change the very framework of what we're doing. And the problems are massive. There is no framework. It's highly competitive. It's inclusion, all right? Inclusion and cliquish. And unless you are part of that community, unless you're part of the Ivy League, school, look at some of these startups like Google, Microsoft, Facebook. They all have things in common. We're a blue ocean strategy. And we're shooting to change everything, and we provide basically systemic solutions. Think of it that way. And these are the problems that I identified, and these are the solutions that we're providing our startups. It's massive. No one else is doing this for their startups. And we're establishing a co-op or a community that's going to allow, everyone to actually work together and to become one, because to us it's about mitigating risk, not about creating risk. So some of our systemic solutions that we have provided um, deals with allowing startups to level up. That's a very unique, different way to approach it. And each level, there's 7 levels to our Found Up, basically offers a different value proposition. Okay, so and if you think of the Found Up as moving through various different stages, okay, then ultimately what we're doing is providing you a systematic process, kind of like moving through. Here is Eli Witten's little, gin, right? So ultimately, that's what we're taking. We're taking folks to the seeded level, taking the idea, putting it through our community. You don't have to worry about teams. You don't have to worry about any of that because we provide that for you. And ultimately, what we're looking to do is, what we've been doing for customer acquisition is really word of mouth and getting it out there and blasting and, everything else, from FoundUps TV to doing some crowdsourcing, um, and we're really looking for partners and channel partners to be, part of what we're doing. And we spend a little bit of money on marketing, okay? And our goal is to take 100 ideas and see how many we can launch. That's our trial. So if you're interested in being part of our trial, let us know. And this is where we're at so far, and I hope that you'll be part of, what we're doing. If you have any questions, feel free to, contact me, right? And these are actually questions that I have to, to investors or others, and for them to consider, because if we are correct in what we're doing, we change everything. Thanks.